Welcome to a new episode of Unfiltered Sisters, where real talk reigns and our bond will never be broken. I'm Lil.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Alita.
I'm Kiki, the baby.
And we are
the Unfiltered Sisters.
Today we have two guests in our studio. Guests, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Sean, also known as Cut. My Auntie Bear's oldest nephew.
Yeah, I'm Celine. I'm Tanya's husband. That's my sister. These are my two cousins.
Yeah.
I thought y'all was going to get me again.
And today we're going to talk about from cell to self, rebuilding after the bars. And the topic, oh God, come on. And so our icebreaker for today is going to be, what is one way that you think that you've changed in the past year? Who would like to start first?
Let me start with
How
me
you think
and
you
then go around.
changed?
I calmed down a lot.
I was about to say the same thing.
I calmed down a lot. No.
Okay.
I stopped caring about what people think of me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
Good one. That's a good one. How you think you changed, Sean?
You know, in short, the whole egg in a nutshell. I had an old timer in his 60s. He broke something down to me, and he said that I look at life like football. It's 4 quarters, but it's 20 years a quarter, right? And so the average lifespan for a man maybe 80, if we could get to that, right? Men and women, right? And he said, we're going to carry these quarters like it's 20 years a quarter. And in our 20s, you're trying to still figure it out. Don't know what you really want to do. Might think you do, and then when you get to your late 30s, going to your 40s, now you're going into the tunnel for halftime. And if you're not trying to establish something to have when, you get a little bit older, 10 or 20 more years later, if possible, where, it could be a health complication, whatever, you're not trying to add nothing together for yourself, for the ones you raising behind you that you got on your shoulder, then you're going to be lost out here. So I've been reflecting on stuff like that more in the last year from that Jew OG dropped on.
That was some good too.
Yeah, that was
good. That was a good breakdown.
Yeah. Oh, I would kind of say I've actually started respecting my own boundaries. Like, loneliness is a hard thing to have to deal with. Like, being lonely that's a harsh feeling to have to experience. But I found that I would rather be lonely than to be caught up in somebody else's mess.
You gotta respect that. Absolutely.
So I definitely.
For me, because I went through treatment, I'm always gonna go back to that because it
life
it
altering.
helped, it helped build me. So I had not wanted to clean. I didn't want to do much of anything. So I started decluttering within the last year.
Okay.
I'm talking about decluttering my house, decluttering my room, decluttering my mind. Because once I start moving things, I start seeing things clearer. I got rid of old stuff that was in the house, and so that allowed me to get up old stuff within me within the last year. And I'm starting to do a whole lot more.
No, I like that.
Get rid of
that's the plans you're saying too.
You see what I mean? Like, you gotta unpack it to get rid of it, to move, to make way for the new.
Yeah,
like
right.
that.
Yes,
For
yeah,
sure,
right.
for
So
sure.
that's where I've been the last year.
Am I here,
Yes.
And I like that word decluttering.
Yeah.
That's new to me. Yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I guess slow down on work. Tried to. Thought about it. I'll say I thought about slowing down on work. That's about it. Because everything else is cool in my life. I'm good.
Okay.
I got my baby.
And that's all that matters. Okay. So my sister just made me think about this question that we have here, and I said, oh, I don't think I had anything to change, but I did. I've always been I had fear of being in front of this camera. And I'm in front of the camera and I feel comfortable. Maybe I feel comfortable because I have them here with me and I'm not by myself. But within this year, I have grown a lot with, just feeling comfortable with being in front of the screen. And I think also, like she said, not really caring about what people had to say. Mm-hmm. So I think, yeah.
Let me just add to her. And she feel comfortable with letting y'all hear her voice.
Not really too much of that, but
she feel comfortable.
I mean,
she's right, but she's right. You do feel comfortable because you had that little fear of that, and now you're comfortable with that. Now you're rocking and rolling. See what I'm saying?
So if y'all don't know our intro, Unfiltered Sistas, that is our sister.
I keep telling them.
That is our sister. That is her. So.
Yeah, that was a good question.
We get her out of that fear because baby is talented.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, I like that. So, off the topic, we want to hear from both you guys on y'all experiences from moving from the cell to living life after the cell. So you want to go first and just give a little face, and then we can collaborate on that.
You ain't got something on your business.
No,
I mean,
I like to get to the egg in the nutshell.
Hey,
let's get straight to the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so honestly, for real, like when I'm asked these type of questions and stuff like that, and then I'm never bragging and boast about being in them, having to go through those type of situations, and being in them type of situations. That's the first thing.
Okay.
But I just think that like for the ones that have been through them type of situations, being incarcerated, for me, I almost did in juvenile life, from 12 to 18, fresh out 18, all the way up until 24, and indicted and careered as a career offender felon. And so for me, I used to get spurts in life to be out here, right? But for me, when I was in there, it taught me to learn to grasp on different things. In jail, you got some of the best innovative type of people of all minds. All types of backgrounds and everything that's sharp to top than anything out here. Seriously, and I was incarcerated for drugs. I like the one to get to a bag. It's a fast money. It didn't do nothing for me, but caused me to have a record. Caused things to be a lot more difficult for me. And so while being there, it taught me stuff to be more humble, to be more appreciative, to be more grateful. I mean, for somebody to even send you a letter or whatever, that stuff touches. So you hear a voice from certain people, whatever, man, make you feel a certain type of way. Period, man. It's your heart that resonates through your body because you're not physically there. And so it made me just want to, it made me feel like that. Getting out. It's about being more alert with my family. Upholding and being the man that I am. And a part of society, and realizing that stuff is in the way. That's justifiable. Going to prison and stuff like that is in the way. You're gonna lose people. Some people say, "Man, I ain't never cried. I cried like a baby." I cried. Listen, look, I slammed. I closed that door like I used to bathroom cellar, and I cried like a baby. Maybe losing a friend. Maybe finding out one of my dearly, family members got cancer, or you think what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff. Can't do nothing about it. But right, things like that. So for me, and just coming out, just taught me to be more appreciative and grateful for what's out here.
Amen.
I'm not, I'm not materialistic. Listen, I care two craps about any of those things. But when it comes down to morale and morals.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, and that's one thing that prison taught me to have. I mean, real quick before Malcolm X, look, because I read the Malcolm X joke. Look, even when I was a puppy, you know, I just turned 40 years old, December 6th.
Okay, say it.
And again, listen, a lot of these young folk out here that, you know, going back and forth in the prison, they coming out and they might not make it to 40. So it's a blessing.
They ain't
You
even
know,
making it to
he
20
went
these
through
days.
his trials, you know, at a younger age, but he's here and he's 40 years old and he's going to be 40 more years old because he's going to follow a straight and narrow now.
You know, Malcolm X said though in a book, his book is autobiography. He said, I love this quote, right? He said at ex-con, he said the difference between, he said at ex-con, right, when it's a time of calamity or trial or tribulation, right? He said that the ex-con, he doesn't put his head down, right? Put his head down and mope and complain, but rather he keep his head level. But he don't keep his head high as to show pride. And you know, right? So he keeps his head level, right? You say, but the ones that maybe not have been through the situation, the ex-con don't necessarily mean a person that was incarcerated, right? That's just what we put in the title, was it, right? That the ex-con, right? But that person, that the other person, when they show pride and things of that nature, and they got their head up, when they see somebody got their head down, right? Or even when they head level, I'm higher than you. You nothing, you're a peon, right? When that person goes through them trials and them tribulations and those calamities, right? They ain't gonna even be able to keep their head even. Okay? They're gonna keep their head down and not be so high and prideful like how you were. Because things hit the fan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
That's good. So, of course, my husband's gonna be next, but I'm glad he agreed. You know, he's very private about his life, and I applaud him for wanting to be here for us, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
So,
thank you, bro.
All right. So, of course, I was in there from 17 to 41. I got locked up at the very beginning of 1992, and I came home in May of 2015. You know, I was down for a robbery charge because I was following behind a family member that I, you know, put my trust in to, you know, guide me in the right direction. And of course, you know, some craziness. But, you know, in my situation, the very day I went in there, the day before that, my son was born. So they locked me up maybe 4 hours after I came home from the hospital for my son being born. So once I went in there, I'm talking about the very first day, I'm like, this is it. I'm never coming back to this place ever again. Whatever they give me whatever you're going to give me. Do your absolute worst, because you're never going to get a chance to get me back again. So from day one, my whole motivation was do everything I possibly can to prepare myself for when I get to the street to, you know, become a productive member of society and be successful in whatever I want to do. So, you know, once I'm in there, you know, for all those years and stuff, you know, which was like 23, almost 24 years, you know, I surrounded myself with people who thought the same way I thought. So, you know, everybody that I did time with, all those guys came home. All those guys were successful. Like, I mean, like majorly successful, you know, because we all had that same drive to never be put in that situation again where we have to, you know, have somebody else have control over our lives. You know, so, you know, for me, you know, I understand how some people come home and, you know, end up going back, and most of that is they don't know how to survive out here because they didn't prepare themselves beforehand, or they don't have the same type of support system. And I could say that it's easier to go back than it is to fight to stay out here because there's a lot of temptation.
Absolutely.
And you gotta be, you gotta have your mind in a different place altogether. Like, take for instance, something happened to a member of your family. And your normal times, you probably would have just flipped out and went crazy and all that stuff. Now, you better call the police because I'm not coming to do nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Follow the steps you need to do in order to do that, to rectify your situation, because you have to think 30 times before you make a decision out here when you are a convicted felon.
Yeah.
Because any type of situation can liably end you back up in upstate, especially me, because I'm on parole. I'm on parole until 2038. Then after 2038, I got 16 years of probation. So I'm walking a super thin line. But they're never going to get me back again because I'm never going to do that.
Amen.
We know that.
Never. So, they got everything they're going to get out of me, and that's basically it. But there are a lot of avenues people can take to come home, stay home, get education, get jobs, get training, whatever it is they want to see. But, you got to be a dog about what you want to do. You gotta be a dog.
And also, like you said, surround yourself with a
like-minded
totally different crowd than what you had prior to.
Yeah.
So I have two questions for both of you. First question is, how important is it to have that outside support
While you're inside?
While you're inside.
Oh my, what?
That's the first question.
Listen.
That's the first question.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, my fault.
No,
I was ready to answer the first. So I'm with you. All right.
And the second question is, well, I'm gonna leave that for the end. Go ahead and answer that. That I feel like the next question is towards the end.
No, ask both of them.
No, the next question is really towards the end because it's towards the end. So answer the first one.
All right. Okay. All right. So, wait, what's the question again?
How important is it to have the outside support when you're inside?
Got you. So here's the thing. For me, experiencing that side of life, right, and having outside support. What? Listen, some people don't have that. I've been in prison where, you run a dude that was getting into a bag, whatever type of weed, whatever, right? Was him out here, right? Then you fell, and now somebody that you probably was serving, a fiend, junkie. He's in there. He's got his weight up, right? He lived better than you in prison. Why? Because even the money you got out there, you can't even trust people to send it to you. You think they might steal it from you. You might have lost it all over. You might have lost it from getting booked in the first place. If you have something else left, right? Then now that other guy, he got family support though. You don't got that much. You had fake friends. You had fake, and stuff like that, right? So these jokers ain't doing nothing for you. Period. Right? But that other guy, he got family support. No matter how much he stole from or did this and that. Look, we know you a better person. We know you locked up right now. We gonna still support you and show you love. You need some money for your books? We got you. You know what I mean? And sometimes they get more healthy. All that, right? And look better than a dude that was supposed to be him out here. Why? Because they got family support. Family support when you only can make $20 a month, maybe, for making what? What's that? Couple cents an hour, you already know.
Cents an hour?
Couple cents an hour.
Say it again for these young
folks.
folks.
What? Couple cents an hour.
Yeah, the max is 42 cents an hour.
What's
What?
the? I
You
heard
haven't
somebody
even
say
get
this again. What's the
more.
max
So that's
prison person? I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Somebody in prison make a year. I know y'all tell me if it's true. I heard a year a max is $30. A max
No,
because
not
it's
a
cents.
year.
That's not a year. That's not true.
Not a
No,
year.
it's like 42 cents an hour is like
Okay.
the max you can make for state prisoners.
Okay.
Unless you work for one of the industries. And you know, the industries they make other products for other jails that the jail sells.
I worked at
and
Unicorn.
they
That's
give
why.
you
Yeah.
a bonus
Okay.
of maybe $1 an hour. So you can make about $120 a month if you're
Yeah.
working
If you
one of those type jobs.
Yeah, I worked at Unicorn. I was in federal, so my, I didn't go into my case or nothing, but like, I got indicted. I got caught for a gun. Okay, person called called the cops on me and stuff like that, and I got caught with a gun, and Philadelphia police messed me up. I went to the county. Then my case was adopted from the state. The feds adopted my case, right? And they went about the area, whatever. But and so from being in there, I ended up getting a job in Unicorn. Unicorn is a whole industry that they have, right?
Okay.
Now I made about $53 a month in totality, but my job was the company that they have at our jail when I was in West Virginia is that they made government desks and drawers and stuff like that. So when they're going through the process and they come around, my job was to pull the shit off the conveyor belt and put it on for them to go through, shine it and paint it up and all that goofy stuff, right? So that was my job there, right? And they got other joints like they make army stuff for the armies, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Cheap labor.
Cheap.
You understand me?
Wow.
Easy.
Yeah.
Right.
And you want
It's
that.
almost like
'Cause if you want
like
good-
being a slave.
No, you are a slave.
No, you are
Yeah.
a slave.
You
That you're a
You
slave.
are.
That's what it says.
You're a guinea
that's-
pig.
You're a slave.
Once we lock you up, you become
Yeah,
a
you
slave.
a guinea
again.
pig. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's times I might not have felt good. I need a Tylenol. They give me this Tylenol. This shit is something I never saw before.
So you
Right?
don't even know if
It's a
real
generic
Tylenol.
of a generic. Because look, I don't even want to take that. No, I'm gonna go through my pain because they will experience. They will experiment.
I seen something on social media where they use prisoners as guinea pigs
Yeah,
for medicine.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But I'm sorry, I want to go back to the original point though, because I like
Family support.
Family
that-
support.
The family support. I tell you, listen. When I was in West Virginia, my brother David, right? When I get Puck, he's up here. One of y'all podcasts y'all had.
Yeah, we know
Ladies had.
Hey, but
Shout out, little bro, for
on
sure.
there,
You already
his name
know.
wasn't put on the show.
Right. But bro, I tell you, man, look, I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about this, right? I was locked up in West Virginia. West Virginia, sometimes during the day, it's so foggy. It's not even don't drive like that because it's all mountains and all that. There's parts you can fall off the mountains. Nobody never even finds you again out there. How vicious. Damn. Mountains steep, slip, and fall, get that fog, right?
But he came.
My brother, man, he came up there. He took a trip. Me and a young lady I was dealing with. Yeah, man. Yeah, I wasn't even worried about nothing else. But he came up there to see me. That's when they had Kmart. Okay, Kmart. And so, but I tell you, him popping up there, coming to see me, visiting, driving 8-9 hours to come see me. Well, I'm down. I got 15 years of life for just getting caught with a gun. I didn't shoot nobody, didn't kill nobody, didn't rob nobody.
But that was because of his.
But because of my extensive record in the state for drug convictions, petty drug convictions, get caught with a little bit of crack, some weed, like stuff like that, right? But I'm gonna tell you, youngest too. I hope y'all watching. I'm gonna go back into what I'm saying. The petty case, you think you get caught with a little bit of work, trying to sell whatever, and let's just say if you plead out, because I didn't put out this stuff of B stuff, stuff like that. But man, you take them little deals, couple months, year probation, and get out, cool. But just know that it's a buildup. That if you get caught with something like a gun, and you have a drug record or you have a violent record, you get caught with what? A gun or something like that. Guess what? you become a predicate for the feds to indict you. Ain't it about me like you was getting? I wasn't getting crazy money, nothing like that. I was
Sneaker
like
money.
coin, but I was, I was doing me. But no, it was because it was a rush. To go back into what I said, right? I'm sorry, remind me again.
Yep, that family support.
Family
Family
support.
support. My fault. I left
No, you fine. Listen, it's all right.
Yeah. So when it was, come up there, sit at my auntie, come and see me in Islandwood.
It wasn't just your auntie.
Dang, you mean my grandma, you mean
Yeah.
they came to see me, That is wonderful in itself. Without that, guess what? Even if you just like, damn, I don't got nobody even love me, man, that care about me. You sit up in that pew with that makes some people go crazy if they strong enough to deal with that. But having that family support, it puts on you like that, man. There's somebody out there that love me.
Yeah.
And it make you feel good. You keep going.
Yeah.
No bull crap. You already know.
Lane?
All right, for me, the family support is good because, for myself, I did a lot of legal stuff. So my family did so much leg work for me out here on the street for my legal situations. It was crazy because without them, it was sometimes like when you go up, once you get convicted and you go into the state, people think it's like easy to try to appeal a case. It's not, because the courts will give you a runaround like crazy. So you need some type of support in order for people to go to the courts, file your stuff for you, because lawyers aren't going to do it for you. That's it if you ain't paying them the money they want. So
everything costs.
I was about to say, like, if you got a lawyer,
everything
it costs
costs.
to file. So you figure it for
Everything
somebody
costs.
that has, let's say somebody has a 20 to 40 and he's trying to appeal that sentence. In that 20 to 40 years, they're going to probably appeal like 3 to 4 times, maybe 5 times. Every time you file, you got to pay.
Oh, wow.
Now, when you appeal, you might want to put amendments on your appeal. You got to pay.
You gotta pay.
If you might want the record or of certain cases, you got to pay. So you can't even get a copy of a case without paying for it.
Gotta pay for it.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that outside of support, it's kind of hard to do your legal stuff. So for me, I had enough support that I can take care of all my legal stuff without killing myself out there, Joe.
Amen.
Man.
Trust me when I tell you,
What?
I lived in the legal library all day, every day.
Hey, man,
every single day. And I'm talking about I was in there all the time. So, that kind of helped. Plus, like you said, if you got family support and you say somebody's there that actually love you, it makes you want to fight harder in order to stay on the straight and narrow and not to come back.
Makes you not want to give up.
Listen.
But how easy is it on the inside to try to stay on the straight and narrow?
Well, I can tell you this: in the inside, it's easier to catch a case inside than it is outside.
I heard that.
Is it? What? You
Because,
already know.
In there, you got people that gave up.
Okay.
I mean, you got a lot of people just absolutely gave up.
It's like whatever this where I'm gonna be at.
They will always try you.
Okay.
Constantly, every day. It won't be, all out trying. They'll do little things in order to see how far they can take you. And a lot of times you gotta be the type person, you gotta be able to see that where this is going and veer off, or you gonna have to be the type person that I'm gonna beat you before you get me.
And just on that topic, I have an uncle on my mom's side, who probably did as many years as you, Lynn. He probably did more. I think Uncle did probably like 30, probably 35. Teenage to grown, came out a little bit, got into some, and then went right back in and come out to Hula. And just to that, how they try you.
Yeah.
He went upstate, like all the way in the mountains with all the. He was the only probably it wasn't like he said, it wasn't a lot of black inmates, and the guards even try you.
Yeah.
They test you. And he
Right.
was just there, and he told us the story, and I was like, "Oh, you did that?" He was like, "I had to." Guard spit in his food.
Oh.
Gave him his tray, and did one of those and spit in his food. So he was like, "That was just like is you a bitch? I'ma test you." And he said, "As bad as I didn't, stirred it up and ate it." But that was a test. He was new to the prison.
Yeah.
He said he just got on there or whatever, and
Yeah.
so just things like that. A lot of people think they don't know really what y'all go through, and he said prison some prisons can be worse than outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we gotta think about this. It's prison, so absolutely it already is worse than outside. There's no comparison.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
I told people, look, I would rather be home if I wasn't doing nothing. I'll be homeless. Now living wonderfully out in the world. I can change every day and decide to do what I want to do and breathe fresh air whenever I want to. But see, in prison, it is not like that at all. And I want to say this right. I'm gonna say this right. Prison. So it's called the Sijin, right?
Who?
Sijin. That's Arabic.
Sijin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Arabic for Sijin, prison, right? So the thing is, right? It's a thing called whereas though like what you and I'm alluding to what you said too. Having family support. I'm alluding to your question that you ladies asked, right? With having family support and even being able to do law work, guess what? So that's inside. So outside. So you know about a Lexus, right? Lexus vehicle. Car. Guess what? You know the best Lexus for me? Lexus.
Nexus.
Nexus.
Lexus.
No, Nexus. Lexus.
That's
Okay.
about credit.
You can look up. No,
It's
not.
not-
No,
no,
it's
it's
not
a lot.
credit.
Look it
well,
up. Go
in a
ahead.
way, you're right. It is in a way, but the ultimate, what it means for Lexus, it's law library. Okay.
For y'all on the inside?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Listen, Lexus is the best Lexus I could ever have. Because guess what? If not for the will of Allah, the will of God, for allowing me to be able to get home, right? Allowing me to be able to have intellect, look into these things, look into my case law.
Now, dude.
Lexus, you can look up any case in the United States of America, from civil to criminal. Sorry, right? Okay, so yeah, that's special.
So basically, a lot of the I'm not, I guess not a lot, but inmates will go to the library or Nexus
lawyers
Lexus.
in the legal world in order for them to even fight a case.
So you basically become your own lawyer. Is that what
You
you're
have
saying?
to.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, you have to.
Or have
I know when he would be spitting all that stuff to us. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was coming up that was on death row, give it back, 3-4 life sentences, and they was down there. Look, I got up around some of them. Look, yeah, I ain't went for nothing. I had folks with me. I said, it's just I ain't like that. But about this law, and then he was sitting up in there. I was getting some stuff typed up on typewriters and putting this motion in, file this motion. No, I need this motion. And see, it's the reason why
you were doing that for yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you never asked us to do anything. He would tell us all of the stuff he would be doing now.
Yeah, so I gave back so I was sentenced to 108 months to life, which is 15 years to life. Okay, just for getting caught with a gun, right? Marcus Reed, And so my case was adopted from the Fed, but because of my record in the state and stuff like that, that's what made it become a predicate when I got caught with a gun one time. I mean, I got trashed by the law, staples in my head, black eyes, cracked ribs. It tore me up. I thought they was gonna kill me for real. And so, so from going from that, right? So the thing is, right? So. What's the main thing? It
was about family support. Wait, because
we got other questions too.
All right, real quick, real quick. So So with the family support, like I said, and being able to use that system like that, guess what? These young boys, and it's a message for you guys. Just because you think you get to a couple of hours and you get to a bag, just because you think you could hire Johnny Cochran on a case, when Cochran not even around no more.
I was like, I
That was back in your days.
But you get my drift though.
Yeah.
Meaning whatever
You gotta
top
do
notch
the
lawyer.
work
Yeah.
yourself.
You can pay whatever
You
money
need
you
to
want.
understand what's
Pay
going
whatever-
on.
Still got to do the work.
Pay whatever money you want to pay on these lawyers, right?
But still
But what
learn it
Jay-Z
yourself.
said, set out like a food inspector. Okay? If you pay for anything, you want to make sure you get the proper value and proper benefit out of it.
But you
These
still
guys
need
pay
to-
for a top-notch lawyer and sit back like this. Oh yeah, I got my guy, yeah, man. And then you get 1,000 years and say, oh, this and
because
that.
you don't
You ain't even put
understand
no
the
legwork
law.
in yourself.
Right.
You ain't, man, I need you to sit. I need this motion put in. You gonna do that. I'm paying my money for that. I ain't to pay nothing because I got a boss with a PD, alhamdulillah. Okay? I'm just keeping it a bean. But see,
Yeah.
these youngers and people, some, not even youngers, some people, ignorance, that you can pay for a top-notch lawyer, but if you don't do your own legwork, behind.
So
You don't move nowhere. We're making sure you don't drive a car around. Make sure it's cool. Make
So-
sure
so-
make sure it's straight and do your legwork with that, especially when you're talking about your freedom.
So
That's the
basically,
point.
at the end of the day, to make it short,
Egg in a nutshell.
he's saying while you're in there, just learn some of the stuff on your own to
Right.
be able to advocate for yourself.
But
So-
cousin, I gotta.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute,
You gonna be
wait a
on the
minute.
streets playing. You better
you
find out the
gotta
motherfuckers
know.
figure out that
You
shit
gotta-
for yourself. If you gonna be in these streets
Yeah.
and you gonna be doing that shit, you better figure out the way around the fucking shit before you get caught up in it. So if you get caught up, that's
already
already
know
in
what's
place.
place.
Right.
You don't wait
Right.
till you in the system.
Right.
Nigga, if you gonna do that, you better,
You better
play,
know
play your
what you're
part.
doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This period, getting a lawyer or anything for anything,
sorry.
generally.
Yeah.
If it's something civil, you still sit back and you still do your legwork because
Legwork,
guess
yeah.
what? The top notch
They
lawyers,
can
they
be
have
telling you
paralegals.
anything.
They have paralegals, auntie, and they also have clerks. And the clerks and the paralegals, that's who get grimy
run
and dirty.
That's who
Yeah.
The
the
lawyer is
legwork.
just a mouthpiece. So now I gotta
Right.
look at all this. I have a case even bigger and
He
better
work-
than yours.
he
Right.
did
But
his
by
time.
you giving me this insight and we a part of the team, now I could be the mouthpiece to spit it out there so we can get this shit.
Right.
I mean,
So-
that's
That's
what mouthpiece means.
Right. So what
Yes,
do you think
ma'am.
with the
Wait a
family
minute.
support or the support system? Okay.
So let me ask y'all this, if I can find it again, because it just disappeared.
All right,
It
well,
just
why you looking at me?
disappeared.
I got a question for Lean.
She had a second part question.
No,
No,
that was
that's-
close to the
no,
end.
it's gonna go towards the end because that's where I feel like they should finish it off. But I got a question for Lean. So with that, and this is for all the because listening to Sean, I'm sorry, listening to
Nephew.
Sean
Another show.
and listening, and then just listening how probably some of these young folks is thinking, oh, this happened when I was a minor,
It still
a minor,
follows you, right?
it still follows you. Was that your first case?
Yeah.
Ever?
No,
No?
my first conviction.
Okay, your first conviction.
Yes.
Okay. So, but you had cases behind it.
Yeah,
No need to go in
Not
it, but
cases. I had another one.
you had one other, a juvenile case.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I had two of them.
Okay.
Two open
Exactly.
cases.
So where I go to say this is that a lot of juveniles out here, that's the
That's
correct
what Sean
word.
was
Uh-huh.
saying.
Yeah.
They think that the
Just
juvenile,
because, mhm.
oh, I'm a juvenile, so it's not gonna follow you.
That's what
It
Sean was
follows
saying,
you.
Mhm.
They still bring it up because it happened to my cousin.
Yeah.
Thought you signed this, I did the deal, I did my time as a juvenile. Bam, now I'm an adult, it's a new case. No. They still find a way.
The only way to beat
bring
the
it up.
system is to know the system.
There you go.
You cannot beat the system if you don't know it. That's
There you
that's
go.
the. I mean, that's it.
But my
Now-
last question
No,
What
is,
you
Now,
say, Dan?
I have
What you
to-
say?
Listen, you know what though? Listen, even when you know it, it's still hard to beat it, mama.
I mean, no, but here's the
Look.
thing. You got. I mean, here's the thing. They listen.
You're right, you're right,
The
you're right,
motherfuckers
though. You're
colonized
right.
the world. They didn't
You're definitely
colonize
right.
a specific area. They colonized the world. So their rules are in play. They everything they did to gain what they gained. They tell you can't do right now. So if you in order to survive out here, if that's the way you want to play, you gotta know. You gotta know your. You gotta know it.
Absolutely.
You
That's why I
gotta
say
know
you're
it.
definitely right.
Watching.
That's
Now,
why I
my
said
question
you're
is,
You
definitely
gotta
right.
know how to
Let me
maneuver around
ask
it.
y'all this. this. What did y'all have any? What were there any habits on the inside that you had to try to break when you came home?
Oh man, of course, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm still trying to break this down.
Still trying to break them.
Go ahead. You spend 20-something years in there. You develop a whole lifestyle of stuff that don't apply
On the
to
outside.
You know, I'm not gonna go into details
Yes,
because it's kind of crazy.
Yes.
But I will say is the way you carry yourself in there, you're not gonna do out here. Out in there, the number one rule is respect everybody. So you carry yourself in a way that's going to always show respect to people. It's not about being scared or a punk or nothing like that. Even the corniest dude, you want to respect him because in turn you want everybody else that's looking to respect you back.
Absolutely.
You respected this guy. All right, I see how he is with this person. I see how he is with that person. I see how he is with this big guy up here. He's the same way with everybody. In turn, people will respect you back the same way. You know, but when you're on the street, there are certain things that you do in there that you just not gonna do out here, and it takes a while to adjust.
Reacclimate.
Yeah, and they call that institutionalized.
No, real right.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a
You're
lot
not
of people
lying.
that are institutionalized, and and unfortunately, I've seen a couple of them where they had to pull them to the side, like, listen, we're not in there. You can't wear your stuff like that.
Hey, yo, look, it's funny you said, look, I go to the poppy store, right? In my mind, I'm just like, man, you know what? It's right down the street. I didn't even got my slippers on.
Oh.
But then, even me walking to the poppy store sometimes, and I got my slippers, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm in prison with this shit on. Like, damn, I'm not militant. I'm not, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm lackey daisy, even though I know I'm cool, I'm chilling, but I get that thought, it comes across my mind sometimes. It's just things like that it still hit you like, oh, be conscious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be conscious. And the world is even more vicious because is everyone out here to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Right? When you in the enclosed part sometimes, right? For the most part, sometimes, whatever. But like you said, man, look, it's certain stuff like that. It might pop in your head like for a second. You like, oh, and then you might be like, man, man, fuck that, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm out here. Let me start thinking about that. Let me enjoy my life now.
With you saying that, I'm sorry, you had a question.
Go ahead,
with you saying
my
that,
question for Celine.
With you saying that, are there any triggers that happens like that will take you back when you were in prison?
Honestly, for me, because from just a pup, I found myself having a high temper, but I got a big Kool-Aid smile, and then I got another side, right? We all do. We black, right? So, but the thing is for me, I try to go so hard and paint with controlling my anger, right? And so, and I know, some of us got different religions, different backgrounds, whatever. But guess what? Know this, right? One of the strongest methods of controlling anger, right, is never. So the biggest and the better person is never when they're afflicted with anger and they temper, and especially if you already have a high temper. It's not to act, vocally, physically, right? Because you can physically overtake someone because you're angry or you're mad, you've been affected with that, and you're going through that, right? Because we got our own natural evil inclination towards evil. We also have the whispers of the devil. Oh, we're trying to get you got this, right? Mm-hmm. And then we got the good side. That's the good side. So, yeah. Tom and Jerry stories, the devil and one of them, that's real in a way. Yeah. And your own self. We rumble. We rumble every day. So war every day within self. It's called nasty head. Right, self-worth. But I'm saying that to say, when you're the strongest person, when they're affected with anger, is not the one that can physically do something to someone, right? But rather, the strongest individual, when they are afflicted with anger and things of that nature, is for the one to control their anger. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because in a fit of rage, you say, oh, I just want to slap bitch. And you slap this, crack the skull, and your life is over. Things that got altered.
Yeah.
I went into, I blanked out and I just did it. Boom, moved impulsively. You didn't change something in your life, and for others, that ride on your life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, controlling that.
Let me say something. This, when I've been thinking about this a lot lately. When I say I feel like the northeast portion of this of the United States is a different energy level than other parts. When I left here and I moved down south, they always talk about Southern hospitality, and it softened me. I wasn't the same person that I am living in this metropolitan area.
Okay.
And then I left the southeast and moved to the southwest, and it was a whole nother just relaxed vibe, and I became more relaxed. And when I came back over here, it made me realize how angry this part of the country is compared to a lot of other places. And it seems like metropolitan areas were designed to make people stacked on top of one another to have that level of anger, because it's not like we're all fighting for survival when there's so much land out here. We really don't have to live this way. We clutter in the metropolitan areas, when the rest of this farmland is just you got miles and miles and acres.
We really don't.
To each other. That's how they made it that way.
But we made it that way. Privately made it that way. So and we allowed them to make it that way. But we got to get ready to. Let me get my question.
Wait. He didn't answer.
Hold on, he didn't answer.
I know. I'm getting my question in.
No, he didn't answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was your question again?
I'm sorry.
Triggers,
Were there any triggers
that you had in that, like when you came home, did anything trigger you the same way that it might have triggered you when you were on the inside?
No, I mean, the only thing for any trigger for me is disrespect. But like I said, I try to carry myself in a way so people understand that, I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. This is why I always go the extra mile to respect everybody. Every single person, and I conduct myself in a way that people, the way they treat me is going to be a way that I can deal with. Because last thing I'm going to do is flip out.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do that.
At the end of the day, with them being said, it's called you gotta give respect to get respect.
Absolutely.
So my question is, is strictly for you, Lane, and then I'm gonna ask I got another question for both of you at the end, but this strictly for you, because you went in at such a young age. You went in as a boy.
Yeah.
You came out as a man.
Yeah.
When you went in, things was different out here. We probably had the beepers. We probably had no cell phones.
We was typing on the beeper, I love you upside down.
We still had pay phones and the yellow book.
Yep.
The phone book. Huh? For the Nexus.
So, and I asked this to my uncle too, because, and I know it's hard because going in, it's like looking at a movie black and white and then coming out to something.
Everything in color.
What, I know in your own moment, just within you and yourself, my question is, how was you feeling? The fuck, I went in, it was jukeboxes walking in the street. And it's like, now they got CD players and it's like Bluetooth. You're like, what the fuck is the Bluetooth? Yeah, I'm just doing examples.
He went from the Flintstones to
the motherfucking Jacksons. Yeah. So, brother, how, mentally, what did that do to you?
Yeah.
It was, like I said, when I was up there, I did, they got all types of classes.
Okay.
I did every single class they ever had up there.
Okay.
I'm talking about every last one of them. It was 150 of them. I did 150 of them.
Okay.
So a lot of them was computer classes.
Oh.
But once I did come home, I used to see people walking down the street talking to themselves. So I was like, everybody crazy out here? Then I finally realized This motherfucker
Because when you went in, we didn't even have cell phones, did we?
Bluetooth.
No.
We had cell phones. Okay, we did have cell phones.
When you learn
No, they
stuff
wasn't
up
real,
there,
like big. I'm like
it's-
big. No, not people wasn't carrying.
It was no
He said
cell
about
phone.
It was no cell phone.
When he went in,
And when he went in, was cell phone.
I mean, everybody. Cell phones been around since like the late '70s.
Right,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
everybody didn't have one.
Right.
Okay,
Cell
all right.
phones were only in cars.
Okay.
Nobody
Okay, the big
carried
ones.
a cell phone
Yeah,
unless
okay.
you was calling a bomb strike.
Okay.
If you wasn't calling a bomb strike, you didn't have a cell phone.
Okay.
You had a
Okay.
pager, and you went to the payphone, and
Right.
you made your call on the
With your
payphone.
25 cents.
You know what I mean? So I said that was one of the things that kind of threw me when I first come home with
Okay.
the cell phone thing. But, like I said, I'm a fast learner, so I learned everything real quick.
All right. So
And
you didn't feel out of place.
I felt out
Did
of place
you
for a long
feel out of
time.
place?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
That's
never,
Tell you that shit
when I
took
first
years
came
to
home,
get
I
back.
would never go
Took
to
years.
spaces where it was a lot of people.
Why?
It just felt weird.
Uncomfortable.
I ain't trust nobody.
Yo,
I
real
gotta make
shit.
sure-
Yo,
I gotta make
man.
sure,
See
you
my
know, I
language.
got, or
No,
did
No,
it
it's
extra-
called unfiltered,
My
baby.
fault.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta make
right.
sure.
Yeah.
I got extra.
Right.
I gotta, any place we go, I gotta say, all right, they go exit over here, they go another one over here. All right, there's this white lady standing behind me. It's a white boy over here. There's another guy over here. I gotta
Okay.
make sure. All right, I'm on point of everything moving.
Right.
Ain't nothing going to move without me paying attention to it. It took a long time to be able to
To get out of that.
relax.
Are you?
Sure.
Are you? But hold on. I'm about to say,
still-
are you?
I mean-
because
No, he not. He just said if he feeling better where he at now,
No,
but
but I'm
he's
not-
still always on point.
I'm still
always-
guarded about certain
Yeah.
stuff,
It's
but there's a lot of things that I did in there that I wouldn't dare do out here because it's not the norm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people would look at you like, "Oh, you crazy," but it's just,
It's called survival.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, you definitely had to go into a survival mode there. Like he said, I never wear slippers. That's the first time I ever put slippers on when I came in at this
Yeah.
house today and put some on.
You know what's crazy? My
Never.
uncle is just
I
like
don't
Celine.
like
See
wearing
where
my
they at?
going nowhere.
Yeah, over there,
In
yeah.
the crib, cool. But
Yeah.
going out with it,
I bought
gotta
him.
do
That's
that.
all.
So
Going out
that
with it?
whole thing, I bought him
No,
pair of slippers
I don't
like
really
them.
like going
He
out.
would never wear them ever.
maybe in front
To
of the
the
door,
beach,
maybe for a
Nowhere.
second.
In the
I
house,
have
nowhere.
I put my
Yeah.
sneakers
You know
on when I
what?
go in the pool.
I was about to say, with you saying that, we be at the beach and
And
he
he
be
has
having sneakers on.
I got my sneakers on. when we at-
How we shower?
It's too many people.
We shower with what?
Okay.
With slippers on.
Shower shoes on.
Okay.
I don't even do that.
Okay.
It took-
No, he
So I used to shower with
I'm
shower.
not even gonna go in the whole
Well, in
shower
prison,
stuff.
we shower with shower shoes on.
It took you a minute to take a shower?
Well, I ain't gonna say it took me a minute to take a shower, but it's
No, we know you watch that. We know that, but I'm just
in
saying.
jail,
So.
in
No.
jail, you get in the shower a certain way. And I had to. It took me a long time to not do that when I got home.
At home,
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
said that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I asked that question because, Sean was out. Like, he had that, I'm not going to say break, but
his breaks wasn't breaks.
Shirtless.
It was a break. It could have been a week break, and the next thing I know, my nephew was back. So
Okay.
it wasn't like.
We say when stuff like that happened.
He was getting breathers.
He came out on vacation. He went back
Yeah,
home.
for a week. He was getting quick breathers, and he
Yeah.
was
but
back.
that's my answer. But it's
I'm
different.
fighting 3-4 cases. This man,
It's
my
different
breaks was shirtless.
from a person that goes in, and I only say this because I had an uncle and a cousin that's still in and went in at a 17, 18 maybe, and he's still there and still fighting to get out here. He's still there, and I asked that question because you go in as a boy and you're growing up in a prison as a man. You hopefully think that they're growing up as a man, and you hopefully think that they surround themselves. That's why I'm glad y'all talking around those people.
I got a question.
So it's kind of hard.
Wait, let me just
Okay, go ahead.
So with that too, when you had that support coming home, like I know when you first came home.
Don't be a listener.
When you first came home, she realized that I was back in the picture, and she was like, he cool, right?" So when you had that support and like, no, bitch, don't do that, but you gotta be careful when you do that because you're trying to take their independence away too. So I try to like, wean him on
guide
him
in a certain way.
Right. So it won't be like
So
so
like you're
overpowering.
pushing, yes.
Right, overpowering on him. So, yeah.
Like, first of all, let me just say this to y'all. Just because that's my brother, that's my fucking brother. That's
We
my
know.
motherfucking-
We
that's-
know. Let's just say this.
That's
This
my
episode,
motherfucking brother.
my
Ain't
Bookie
it
been really
about-
quiet this episode. It's
That's
hard
my
for her.
motherfucking brother. So I would have never came back here. I had never had any intentions of ever coming back to Philadelphia at all.
Yeah.
At all. When they said my brother was coming home, my whole mindset was like, I gotta get my brother. My brother gotta be good.
No question.
Like my brother gotta be good. Like
You was on his ass from the day he got
I was like, listen. I was like, listen.
Sure.
I had sat down. I was sitting down. I was sitting down and I was enjoying myself. And they said my brother was going home. I said, fuck it. I got one last run in me. Fuck it, because I want to make sure my brother cool. I don't want my brother when he come home. I don't never want him to have to go to fuck
Man,
that
that's
kid
love.
again. Like never. So I came here with the intentions of like, look, whatever the fuck it take to make sure my brother good. Listen, we doing it. And that was a
You think
life.
your eyes water? His eyes, I know his eyes water like that. I got somebody in my corner like that.
That was a life altering situation for me. Like, for real, like, because it showed me like a side of motherfuckers that I never thought that I would ever see, because these were people I held dear to me.
No
And it was like, damn, like, you would do me dirty like that? But like I said, my whole intentions was my brother come home, fuck it, I'm doing whatever. Look, what I'm doing what we gotta do. And then when I realized
Don't
that,
play about lean.
listen, when I realized that him retired, they was like, I was like, oh, she got him, bro. She got him. He good. He good. But
Oh, man.
like I said, when I was saying, like, I realized that this is like living over on the West Coast. I walk up the fucking mountain. I'm saying hello to everybody as I walk up the mountain. I come back here and everybody's so mad, and I'm thinking my brother's coming. My brother always been like, I'ma fuck whoever up. You know, man. Like, I don't care who you are, how big you are.
Lord Jesus.
And I'm like,
no country or state. He did.
but I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I don't want him coming back into a hostile environment and then being put back in that same, put back in where he just came from, because he,
You gotta be that shell.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that shell. That's what you felt.
Yeah, but that man sharp. He already in his mind.
I didn't care. Like,
I tell you,
my mindset was like, I gotta
So Sean, on some real stuff, this one right here is your mom. This one right here is your mom. Is your mom.
We met your mom.
You know what I'm saying? She different. She different. Because your mom different. But on some real stuff, I got 2 tankers. Okay? You get what I'm saying? She don't play about none of these people.
But that love, but like she was saying, the whole egg in a nutshell, though, right? That love right there. Guess what? It's people. Goddamn, I'm in jail. I can't hear from my. I got 2 baby moms. I got 2 sons. My oldest son, Shamar, he'll be 18 in April.
Oh,
okay, about to graduate.
yes.
My baby boy, 15.
Yes.
Sajid, he'll be 16 in February.
February what? February what?
The 2nd.
Oh, dang.
I mean,
we still love you, boo.
For real, so for real, it's like I said, I've been home going on 11 years now, straight. I had
Thank God.
Feel
good.
That's about how long you been home?
Yeah.
11 years in March.
Yes, amen.
You know what I'm saying? And it keeps going, my God, real shit.
Y'all gonna keep going. Y'all gonna keep going. Because we know Auntie gonna make sure she going on your top.
I try.
And look, and like that's why I said, and look, that's why I said that family support. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was always spoiled with that though. Even though coming to projects, right? We come look.
But that's I think that's a good thing about big families.
Let me tell you being spoiled.
Not all the time.
Let me tell you something real quick. Being spoiled, coming from poverty, right? Okay, but being spoiled. This entails for me, right? I never had to worry about starving to death. Like, oh man, I feel like I'm about to die. Can I eat?
Although it was hard.
If it wasn't neighbor enough, and I was warm, I was cool. Right? Housing, I always had that. Man, look, I mean, whatever. Or my mom sent me over to my grandma's house. Sent me over to my aunt's house. My uncle.
We always
my
have
big
somewhere to
cousin's
go.
house.
We
They
figured
got
it
somewhere to
out.
live. I want you to live.
But they
That's
not like
everything that
no
you can
more.
want for.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
Right?
Yeah.
Literally. That's everything that you can want for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because your
That
clothes
family,
ain't Tommy Hilfiger. Because your house not a mansion.
No, man.
Because, I mean, what else? But we got everything that we already needed, wanted. Some of us, right? And that in itself is family support.
Yeah.
Some of the friends they had it. They had to stay with us.
Yeah. And it was, you know,
Man, come on.
I'm gonna just put this out there a little bit. I remember when, you know, it's a lot of people out here that said there's no jobs, there's this, there's no like this, there's that. And my husband,
Put 37,000.
when he came home, his mindset was to take care of his family, right? Make sure he had a home for his grandma, his mom, whoever, right? This fool thought he could work 24/7. And I'm not exaggerating.
No,
She is not.
exaggerating.
She is
My
not.
husband wanted to make sure everybody was good
Yep.
when he came home. He didn't want, I drove. He didn't want me to pick him up. He wanted to catch a bus. And, you know, you got to give them their independence, right? He wanted to work. He went left one. Right? He left one job to go to another job, And babe was like, oh, babe, I got another job coming. I said, wait a minute. I'm not stunting your shine. I'm not doing none of that. But baby, when you want to sleep?
When I die.
and that's what he, you know, that's like.
But who taught you? But who taught you that?
My grandma.
Because my grandmother told me you sleep when you
Right.
die.
So-
When you die,
so-
that's your time of
so
sleep.
when
My
he
first
went
career
ahead-
job getting out of prison.
when he went ahead and got this job, and he moved his way around and everything like that. And these people that saying that there's no jobs, that means you don't want a job. This man did.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
This
ma'am.
man did.
You're not applying yourself.
Wait. He did 20-something years.
Preach it.
And there's no way you can tell me there's no jobs out here. If he thought he can work 24 hours a day, and I'm going to always love my husband.
And not only that, not just to say that there are so many companies that's going to help hire
Free outlets.
Right.
Career Link.
Yes.
Shout out to Career Link. Shout out to Career Link. This ain't go.
But his job that he has now,
Tell you.
I mean, you would think where he worked. I'm going to say he worked for the city of Philadelphia. I'm putting it like that. So that goes to show that they accept.
They accept applications.
And who do you work for? Is it the city or the state?
I'm a park enforcement officer.
But is it for the state?
State government.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So-
That's what I'm saying.
But you let them know.
But sister, do you think is that their esteem? Because I'm speaking from experience.
Mhm.
It's sometimes that you feel like they feel unworthy because of what they've been through, because of what they've been through, or because of they don't realize their worth.
We ain't gonna feel
Which
unworthy.
you talking about?
As the people, as far as they won't, like you said, there's no
we
job, there's
unworthy.
no
Oh,
job.
no. You know what it is? No. Let me.
No.
What I've seen.
Okay.
What I've seen.
Yes.
It was more so of them being lazy.
Yes.
They don't want to work. They want
Okay.
someone
Again,
to take care
Both
of
y'all
them.
right. That
Or-
question lit. That
Right.
question
They
lit.
want
Her answer lit.
Wait a minute, Sean. Or to go back to what you were saying, it's not that they're lazy, but their mentality is still fast money. They don't want to actually
That's my
work. Some
question.
of them.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about
That's
people.
my question.
I'm not talking about the people. I'm just talking about people
People
in
in
general.
general.
Okay.
Right, I'm not
Okay.
talking about nobody in
Okay.
general. I'm talking about people in
They-
general. Where so they out here in these streets and they living,
Yeah.
but they don't want to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut it short.
Wait.
Okay.
I got it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's oh God.
No,
No.
continue.
Yeah,
Continue, please.
because I was trying to get okay. So when they went ahead and
He'll
they
cut it.
trying to find these jobs and things like that, they don't want to work. I have seen it
Okay.
with people that don't want to work. They don't want to put in those hours.
So we're returning from a quick break, and Kiana has one final part. Oh no, Tanya had something she
The
was
only
finishing
last
up.
part was I was just saying, you know, a lot of people what I witnessed that they really don't want to get a job because it becomes so easy and not working and just living under someone else. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't saying like, you know,
Okay.
the people was that, you know, coming home couldn't find a job and everything like that. You know, it wasn't that. It was the people that were already home, and this man went ahead and worked 20,000 jobs, and so he can work 24/8. You know, 27/8. You know,
And that was so when you came home, Celine, like how long was it from the time you came home to when you got your job, your first job?
1 month.
When you came home,
1 month.
you said
1
1
month.
month?
Yeah. I put 300 applications in before I got my first job.
Do y'all hear this?
consistent.
Yes.
Consistent. Say it again.
Consistent. Yeah, consistency.
Being
Sticking in there,
consistent
bro.
and knowing
Bro,
not only
right.
just that, but knowing that that is not the life that I want to live. So
Correct.
this is what I have to do
To make sure.
to make sure that I don't go back there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have that mentality to where it's like I gotta survive outside, I don't want to keep going back there being told what to do, what time I can shower, how I can eat, just giving me any and everything.
Privacy.
Do the
I got
right
something
thing.
from-
How y'all get the information before the people on the street?
Yeah, how about that? Can somebody tell us that?
How y'all get the information? How
Well,
They
how
can't
get around
share
in jail
that.
before it get on the street?
Sometimes it depends who you is and who you know.
That's how it
Simple
goes.
and plain.
Is
You know
people
what I
are
mean?
still out here on the street doing their thing. Everybody, they still tied to the people that's in there. So anything that happened on the street, they always tell the people that's in jail, yo, you know what happened?
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
So the whole situation is somebody got locked up in Arizona.
So no.
And I had to call home and tell my mom, yo,
Oh, damn!
Yes, girl.
So my phone rang, right? My phone rang. My mom was on. She was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, mom." She was like, yeah." She was like, "I heard you was in jail." I was like, "No, I'm home." She was like, "No, but was you in jail?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I was in jail." But I'm home now. She said, "Yeah, your brother called me. My brother in jail.
Your brother in jail.
Hi. Let her know I'm in jail in Arizona."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How the fuck you know I'm in jail?
I was like, "No, I'm home now." She was like, "No, but what was you?" She was like,
Yeah. For
Something
sure, but
else.
yeah.
All right, so what I'm about to say, I want y'all to just listen to what I'm saying, is because it's gonna be long, you know, because some y'all answered it a little bit, but so
Y'all make it a little short though. Let's go.
I don't gotta make nothing.
I'm not
short.
saying your question. I'm saying the answers.
Yeah,
You gotta dumb them down just a little
sum
bit.
it all up. Child. It is 20. Fuck y'all. I'm back. No sister's back.
Come on
No
now.
sister's back. Fuck these hoes like that. First, I want to say thank you to my brothers, because it's hard for some males to talk about this, because they want to, like, some males just want to put it behind them, but you don't know how much you can help the next. So my question is, and it's a long question. It is, shut up, cause it's what is it, 2026?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, make sure I got the year right. 2026. It's 2026. And on a serious note, right now we are invaded by social media. Social media right now runs the world. Whether people want to say it does not, it does. It runs the world. It takes the minds of our young ones. Whether we know it or not, we try to keep it away from them. But if you think about it, it's in the schools. That's how they teach nowadays. So my question for y'all, because I can go real deep with it. What would be your advice? And like, not say advice, but your strong words of wisdom for a young black male today. Because in society today, it's so hard for our young black males just to walk the fuck outside. And not have the name brand that's going on today. Back in the day, it really didn't matter. I mean, it mattered,
As long
but
as you were clean.
it didn't. It mattered, but it didn't matter. Hold on, as much as it matters today on what you wear. And where I'm going to this is, I'm going to what's going on today. Today we have kids getting killed over the name brand of their fucking coat.
Goofy, dumb shit.
Goofy, stupid shit. I'm not done.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
We have kids today losing their lives over the brand of their shoes, over the brand of their clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So that 1 minute or second, because you think you want to be, excuse me, because it's unfiltered and key is going in. You think you want to be the fuck down, or you think you gotta be down, or you think you gotta be in to be in that, in that crowd. What would be your suggestion? Because of that one young black male who think that he gonna make that final second, that he gonna take somebody's fucking life over a name brand, over letters, because that's what the fuck it is, letters.
Can I go first though?
Yeah, hold on. What would be your advice to them?
First of all, what these nut ass niggas don't realize is they got it better than we've ever had it. As a people, they have it cushier than any of us have ever had it, and they squander it on nut ass shit like some gang goofy shit. Y'all go ahead and finish.
But wait a minute, just real quick, and I'm hearing you say 2026. That's been going on for years.
Yeah,
It's been going on
now.
for years that people been getting killed over their sneakers, over their shirts, over their book bags, and book bags. In Philly. Philly. Over a hat.
But
Not even just Philly, LA.
No. I'm just saying.
LA. A whole LA. Because you got that shit on. LA. I got a whole LA on. Look, I ain't even dressed. But I go around my phone. Oh, you got this shit, you look nice. Damn, thank you, bro. But you know what? I don't even care this from Models. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Guess what? I'm wearing I got wear. Guess what? I make sure my bills paid, my children cool. I gotta do what I gotta do.
But
that's what matters in life.
But we talking about these.
But no. So what she's saying is like, do it matter? No, it doesn't matter.
But what would you say to? What is your advice?
If you were talking to
somebody,
hold
on. If you were talking to your sons, because your sons is of the age that
and some of the things that I do talk to them about.
So right? what would you say to them to?
All right.
Go ahead.
In short, guess what? In short, when you are who you are, it's going to drip off you. You understand me? You ain't going to get no water to pour it over you to make yourself seem like something you ain't. Some stuff just come, and some stuff just don't. And when it comes to a cloth, whether it's cotton, silk, wool, whatever have
leather.
Listen, guess what? You're gonna do it the way you know how to do it and how you do it, and that's it. Close is close. My advice is to stop limiting your minds and your brains, right?
Fantasy.
To goofy stuff like that, because when you do, and you say, "Oh, you know what? I just wanna North fish, whatever, right? I don't want that, right?
What do you think?
It fell off.
It's over there by you, Lee.
It's by
Go ahead, Lee. Go finish the question.
Help me out. Yeah, when it's like,
just be careful.
I can't hear everything I'm saying. Wait, what the other part?
Really, man? Just
talk.
I need the magnet part.
No, you just hold it. Hold it. No,
I gotta find that magnet part.
Hold it. Just hold it.
Just hold it until
it don't make it work.
Just hold it.
Chicken in 1, 2, 1, 2, 10, 4. 10, 4, 10, 4.
It's unfiltered.
Just hold it.
I'm older than honey.
Okay.
Older than yours. I know that's what I'm trying.
Just hold it. Goodness gracious. We got it. Go.
I gotta get the. All right, but look.
And
Coach, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sit for HD. If we HD sit for.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Jesus Christmas.
You know, at the end of the day, look, I tell you. You got me, Day? I'm good. I'm with you for real. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just put it.
Man,
He
because
said take it away
I'm
from your shirt so you don't hear the sound of your shirt.
Yes.
Just
Because
hold it remember,
in
you
your
got
hand.
I'm
holding it though. I don't know what I'm gonna put at.
Just in your hand.
So with like a microphone, I'm
Yes.
gonna go to Shizzo. Like, let's get busy. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's wrap it
All right.
up. Okay, so
look,
we could go.
man, I just want to say, for real, and I know this is off the point, but I want to thank you, Annie. I want to thank. I don't know all your names.
Tanya, Lil, and Kiana.
Lil and Kike.
Kike.
And Dave
and Lynn,
and my guy,
and
you know,
Lynn.
coming through that been through some of them extreme measures that some of you young guys don't want to go do. Listen,
amen.
And it was just all about coming together, just sharing a little bit of insight with two lions that been through different scenarios when it comes to that, and getting back acclimated with life and out here. It's not gonna always be easy and peachy. Coming from a scenario like that and things like that, and going through that and being out here and things like that. But the main thing that we gotta realize is that you can't give up. You have to keep going. You have to apply yourself. And my guy applied himself to 200-300 jobs. I applied myself to not as much, but as much. Shit.
He said, shit, he beat you.
He said he was
No, hear me.
He was there.
I still had to apply myself in a way as well, period. We have to. Because we won't get to where we're trying to get because we won't have too much. And that entails in even being your own joint. Like my guy, Bill Basements and all that, man. He's sharp. You understand me?
He is.
Yes,
Okay?
He's good.
Craftmatics.
Yeah.
Okay?
Say it again. Craftmatics.
Craftmatics. So the whole
He's talking about him.
Yes.
No, we made it craftmatics.
Because I heard a snippet, he was talking to my guy Dave, and I heard about basement. I know the nigga know how to hook up basement. You understand me? Yeah. You know what I mean? But
I like that word
look,
you used though. You called yourself lions.
Yes, man.
Lions.
We gotta be sharp, man. We all we got.
Lions. Yeah.
We all we got for our family. And the second that because you went through a little pitfall and you give up on you, that's when you're gonna end up being lost. You have to be able to be strong enough to make sure that you are able to withstand whatever that you have to go through out here in this world. And we can for surely do it because we've been in the worst of situations. And that's what some people can't relate. And that's real rap, bro. You heard me?
As a people in a new society,
and so I just want all my youth, especially, I got a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. But I just want all my youth, man, listen. Pick a better way out, man. Pick a better way out. You're not gonna win you're not gonna win out here in the streets. You're gonna crumble. You're gonna fall. That's simple and plain. Don't be in the way. Stand for something.
No, hold your thing, cause
I'm ready to pass up like this. My mic gonna work for everybody. You hear me? All right, come on. Yeah, my mic.
All right, so I guess the only advice I can give to those type of kids is learn the law. Either learn the law or be prepared to serve a long time. Because if you're out here trying to be the biggest G on the planet, they got a place for you. No matter how many of you do stuff like that, they got more room for you. They hoping and praying that you do it's like for them it's like killing two birds with one stone. You kill one of your own, and they get to lock you up forever. And when they say forever, they mean
forever.
Yep.
Till you die. I hope that people understand that there's more to life than just what you're going through in high school or middle school.
Yeah.
Life is long. You give yourself a chance to experience it before you go out and do some craziness over something that's absolutely meaningless. Hopefully they get through to some kids, but 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna listen to anybody until they experience it for themselves. They say like my grandma used to tell me, a hard head makes a soft ass.
Soft ass.
Yep.
Hey.
And that's the truth.
And sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way. 23 years of my life, but I learned to never do that crap again. But I wish I had a chance to do it all over again.
And you would do it differently.
What if I could do it all again?
Go ahead, sister.
Imagine if 15-year-old Tanya and 17-year-old Celine.
Lord, it'd be like 8 of them. It'd be like 8 of them around this motherfucker.
Oh,
sorry.
Lord.
So in closing,
Sit down. Yeah. I would tell y'all now, the boys would cater to her. The girls, we probably would have to duke them up because my attitude is a little rough. Y'all don't know that side of her, but all right, we do.
So in closing, rebuilding life after prison can be extremely hard and taxing. Taking small, consistent steps and finding employment to advance your skills and opportunities, stable housing, rebuilding relationships, and seeking professional help or support groups when needed can help your emotional and mental well-being. Some ways you can help your loved one is understanding the culture shock, being an emotional and mental support, listening without judgment, be patient and positive, connect with them with the resources for a job or housing even, set boundaries to avoid enabling, celebrate small victories, help build positive new structure and purpose. And while doing this, always remember to take care of yourself because supporting someone through re-entry can be hard on you as well. Having not only a strong support system, but a strong mindset to change your behaviors, overcome stigmas, and avoid old patterns is key to resilience to redefining yourself. Rebuilding is a discipline of staying present and showing up for yourself, even when it's hard.
Yes.
So, from Unfiltered Sisters to y'all, we thank y'all for coming and being here. And that's it.
Wait, no, I want to say one thing. I want to say one more thing before you do the ending.
I don't care if it's 50, that's it. Let's make it.
All right.
If it's 50, that's it.
Young black males, no, listen. Watch this episode. Take heed of it because I get emotional. It's so hard to be this color nowadays. Yes. It is so hard because they build in prisons before they build in houses. Okay?
They've been doing it.
So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to go to. Don't think it's not corny. Go talk to whoever you feel comfortable talking to. Don't be afraid to be yourself or live within yourself. And not be an unfiltered sister.
Don't be a
and don't be a follower.
Yes, be your own self.
If you feel like this episode touched you and you feel like it's when you ashamed and you don't want to talk to, and if you want to talk to these two old heads that has been through it.
Oh, she got my show. No, I know it.
No,
I know what I'm saying.
No, I want some serious stuff because I'm being real serious. It's so hard for the young black brothers. Sometimes I ride past and I just see y'all and it's like, people with me. It's hard. So if you feel, don't be afraid to fucking speak out. Speaking out don't make you excuse my French, because it don't make you a bitch. It don't make you a coward. It don't make you a punk. However y'all word it. Reach out. Okay? But until then, hit us up, sister.
Make sure that you guys check us out at Unfiltered Sistas 4 on YouTube, and that is SISTAS, and on all of our other social media stations, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Unfiltered Sistas. But for now, we're out. Thank you for tuning in, Unfiltered Sistas.
And we want you. The prisons don't.
There you go.